This is a piece of tape 3 by 4 millimeters in size, and upon it are particles of moon dust that were collected during the very first mission to the moon, Apollo 11, July 20th, 1969. And during the last moments of that EVA, Neil Armstrong dropped magazine S, which fell onto the lunar surface in virtually the same spot where he took his first footstep. He reached down, picked up the magazine, and it was tied to a cable brought into the lunar module where Buzz Aldrin then packed it with moon rocks. He wound up coming back to the Earth with the astronauts. The moon rocks were unpacked, and film magazines were distributed to the photo developers at NASA. One of the developers, Terry Slezak, was assigned to develop the film from magazine S. Upon touching the magazine, he became contaminated with moon dust, and as a result, spent the next 3 weeks under confinement with the astronauts. Well, as a result of that, NASA awarded him a piece of the tape, which he treasured up until 2001. And at that point, he put it up for auction, and a man named Florian Noller in Germany purchased the tape, along with some other items that were mounted on that board. And he took a portion of the tape and cut it into tiny little triangles, which he mounted on a special presentation board, of which I have one. And what's amazing about this tape is not only does it have these lunar dust particles, it also has fibers from the glove that astronaut Neil Armstrong was wearing at the time that he reached down and picked up that film magazine. So you can actually, under high magnification, see some of the beta cloth fibers on there. There's also some threads, cotton threads that are blue-gray in color that are on this, that most likely came from the jumpsuits that they were wearing while they were under confinement, along with Terry Slezak, who had developed the film. The NASA blue jumpsuits are pretty distinctive, and that's where those fibers most likely came from. The presentation board looks like this. It's pretty amazing. And the photograph shown here is a very famous photograph, and that's one that was taken off of magazine S. So we have this tiny strip of moon dust tape, and it's pretty amazing to have this. We're going to go back to the moon, probably pretty soon, in the next few years. And it won't be too long before people start bringing back moon rocks, which will then be incorporated into jewelry. There'll be rings, and there'll be necklaces and paperweights, who knows what. And as a result, moon rocks will become virtually worthless. Just curiosities. But what makes this presentation so valuable is that it was brought back by Apollo 11, the very first attempt to go to the moon. Man's first attempt, successful, bringing back these particles, along with a whole bunch of other moon rocks. About 40-some pounds of moon rocks are brought back, 47 pounds altogether. But none of those will be released to the public. And the only artifacts that we can possess are particles of dust that were mounted on clothing, patches, and also a piece of tape that Terry Slezak had. This will retain its value. Historically, this will always retain its value. Moon rocks, per se, will become worthless, except for those collected during the Apollo missions. And they were collected at an enormous cost, at the risk of astronauts' lives. So it's an amazing artifact, something I'll treasure for the rest of my life.